Hello everyone, my name is Chris, and welcome back to Metal Gear Solid Part 11. Always having to check. Let's go. Oh shit, let me raise the volume up. So, in case you guys are just tuning in, I just did the first torture chamber sequence in the game. And now I am captured. I am trapped inside the prison. You have the song from the opening of the game playing, which I thought was kind of cool. You could do this, you know, skilled as I am, but not really. And basically you're just waiting for Johnny. That's Johnny, who becomes a major character later in the series, which is kind of funny. He's the same guard that Meryl stole their clothes, but you're waiting for this, a codec call. I'm just warning you guys, this is probably going to be
I've been better.
one of the most cutscene-centric episodes of this playthrough, because I know within the next 15 minutes it's just going to be cutscene, 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 cutscene. I thought it was pretty cool. When I first played this, I thought it was really interesting just to be thrown into, like, a prison and just, you know, they're like, well, fucking deal with it. And you're like, alright, I guess I will. And it just kind of leaves you vulnerable. You really have no idea what you're doing. And what's really cool, I'm only going to do one of the ways to escape, which I think is the quickest way to escape. Aside from hitting the submit button during torture, this I think is the quickest way to get out of the chamber, what I'm going to show you guys. But there are a lot of different ways you could do it.
Need to know basis. Is that the
It's pretty cool. I mean, what Hideo stuck into the game, it's just little things. I didn't even know about half of them. I'll go ahead and spoil it for you guys right now, since I'm not going to show them. But one of them is if you don't try letting Otacon help you, but he still comes and you know, fuck up the plan to escape. If you wait a little bit longer, Johnny runs to the bathroom to take a crap, and the ninja comes and fucking busts you open. He uses his sword and cuts open the door and then leaves. And I just thought that was so fucking cool. Like, what an awesome way to
stop them.
to utilize the ninja again. I almost wish that was the only way you escape. Only because I think the ninja was... That's the one thing I probably hate about this game, is that the ninja isn't really used a whole lot. You really... Once you fight him and you find out who he is, you don't see him for the rest of the game until, like, the final... Like, well, second to last boss of the game or whatever. So... I didn't really like that. I wish we would have seen more of him. I know the digital graphic novel, or just the graphic novel from IDW, if you guys have seen that. I know they did a pretty cool job of adding more to the story with him. And I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, in general, it's just, you know, like this whole thing.
Oh man.
But yeah, they just kind of talk for a long time.
Looks and smells like he's been dead.
I don't know if it's just me. I think this is the case, but in this game, when people are talking through the codec, their voices sound different than when they're talking face to face in the game. But then in Metal Gear Solid 2, when they use the codec again, their voices sound the same during the codec and in real life. So I always thought that maybe this was like version 1.0 codec, and that's why they sound like that. And then in part 2, it's like version 2.0 or something, and they improved upon it. But I don't know. Who knows? I don't know anything.
You have to unlock it with 3 special
I know
card
nothing.
keys.
And where are those keys?
I've got one of them. I don't know where the other 2 are.
I don't know.
Besides, I'm locked up here.
We've got no choice.
So yeah, this just keeps going on and on. This is probably, like, to me, the slowest point of the game. But, you know, it's almost like a reward for people. This whole conversation, well, part of it, this conversation, is actually very different if you submit to the torture. And it's actually the only conversation you get.
Asking a lot.
You guys are going to see in a second that I get another attempt
Save her.
to do, well, you'll see. So anyway, that's done, and now I'm just gonna chill here for a little bit, and then any second now, it's gonna turn into a cutscene. Bless ya. And Johnny's gonna get a call from Ocelot. That's the Derpa chief from the beginning, who we later find out is actually a major character in the series. I don't want to spoil it, but well, I kind of just did. Sorry about that. Well, if you guys are watching this and you've never You know what? If you're watching this video, go play this game. It's a damn good game. I mean, this is like, to me, one of the top, easily one of the top 100 games. Fuck, even some of the top 10 games, top 5 games yet to play before you die, in my opinion. Yeah, so here we go.
Snake.
It's showtime. Ocelot wants you. So now I'm gonna go to Ocelot. This is the last time I'm doing it. I think because I'm playing a particular difficulty level, but I think depending on the difficulty level is how often you have to do it.
Okay, I'll tell you once more.
He just said that so that they could play the same, you know, cutscene.
Press the select button to submit.
Oh my god.
There are no continues, my friend. I fought wars in Afghanistan.
This is new though.
Mozambique, Eritrea, and Chad. Among the Mujahideen guerrillas.
Yeah, so here, Shalashashka. And then that's how he calls himself in Metal Gear Solid 2.
One of those KGB slugs. To me, this isn't torture. It's a sport.
You're all just a bunch of sadists.
Don't confuse me with those uniformed fools. Well, shall we begin?
What a dick. Alright, so here we go.
Okay.
Where does Ocelot go anyway? Because he's not in the... so I guess he leaves and then he comes back and he's like, I guess I'll torture Snake some more. Alright, here we go. You're just gonna see me pounding, guys, I swear. Hand is on the controller.
How did you
Hands
like
on the controller.
that? Shall we go again?
So here we go again. Oh shit, you know what I forgot to do? Fuck. I may have to do... I just realized I'm probably gonna have to do the torture sequence again. I was an idiot. And I forgot to call up Otacon. Oh god, I'm such an idiot. Yeah. It. Yeah, I totally fucked up, guys. Oh my god, we're gonna be in this torture chamber for a while. Fuck.
We live in a
Yeah, I forgot to call up Otacon. You have to call him up. Well, we'll see. I don't know.
Russia has had its share of problems, but at least they had an ideology.
We'll see. We'll see.
Russia today has nothing.
They're struggling between freedom and order, and with that struggle, a new spirit of nationalism has been born.
The boss has a close friend high up in the Russian government. He's currently the head of Spetsnaz. He's agreed to purchase this new nuclear...
You know, it's pretty crazy that the, I'm sorry, I was just looking at the PS3 controller, and I'm like, you know, it feels nice playing Metal Gear on here, because it's essentially playing on the same controller. But, I think it's really funny that it took them 4 systems to finally... Well, they almost did it with PS3, and then they went back to this last minute, but finally they're trying something new, and I gotta say, the PS4 controller is pretty damn cool. I like that they finally decided to make a change to it. Now at this point, we don't know whenever the PS5 comes out, which holy shit, that's a long time from now. Who knows what they're gonna do? Okay, call up Otacon immediately. Forgot to do this. God damn it.
Otacon, are you still okay?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth camouflage.
But basically, he calls him. I should have. Ah, God, I don't know now what's gonna happen. Fuck. It's just I never save. Like the way I'm recording this, I had to save before we went into the
nearby.
Before I started recording the other episodes. So, God damn it. I apologize, guys, if we stick here too long. So anyway, there he is, and if you call him again, he's like, "Fuck off, Snake! God."
I'm headed your way now.
Well, actually, more. He's like, yeah. And then Snake's like, "Fuck you! I've relaxed. I'm naked and fucking."
Okay, I'll be there as soon as I can.
So anyway, you're stuck here again. Same shit. You can't really do anything. Johnny, I think, goes and takes a shit. But see, here's where I'm confused, because normally, okay, now you get a second call. This is what I call the bonus call. I don't think you normally get this.
New to report.
Snake, is there anything I can do?
arm hurts. Actually, my arm doesn't hurt, but it's really funny how your arm does feel a little bit, you know.
But you can leave out the benzene.
Actually, this is really cool. I didn't see this too often when I first played this back in 1988, because like I told you guys last video, I couldn't play. This only happens if you have Rumble. So here we go.
Huh?
Here we go.
Okay, here
This is
we go.
nice. Wish it kept going. God damn it.
How does that feel, Snake? A little better?
You can actually go to the options menu and see what a light rumble and a strong rumble feels like. And if you do that, you could just hold it and it massages your arm. I used to do that when I was a kid, go like this and be like, oh, my arm. Yeah, you only got that if you have this controller. Because people forget this, but analog sticks and rumble, back when this game first came out, if you bought a PlayStation back in that time, it wasn't. I don't think at that point it was packaged in, or if it was, I don't remember. But basically, they wanted this game to be, even if you didn't have the DualShock controller, you could still play the game, fairly well. And so basically,
Big boss.
what they did was they released the game as is. But if you had a controller like this, they included a bunch of stuff into it. I mean, it was really cool. Like that trick I showed you guys with the analog stick, and I think it was last video. Like you could only do that if you had a PlayStation 1 DualShock controller. But I do remember that. Yeah, going out and buying this controller. I mean, that was like a rare. Yeah, I remember. I think the first game I bought was Blastos, and I was really upset because Blasto, and I was really upset because it only supported analog but not Rumble. And then I don't remember what was the first game I bought that supported Rumble. It might have actually been Metal Gear Solid. Actually, I don't remember. But I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, Nintendo 64 had what's it called? I think Sega Saturn was the only system that didn't have Rumble at all. Like I know they supported analog stick later on, but it didn't have Rumble. This had Rumble. N64 obviously had Rumble. That they were the ones that kind of like made it popular and put it out there. And then I know after that it kind of took off. I think every system 2 generations ago, like Dreamcast had it, you had to buy it. It was like a Rumble pack type thing, and I think after that every single system had their own variation of Rumble. And I think the worst one was the Wii. Whew, the Wii's controller had like the shittiest Rumble in the world. But yeah, that was like the whole thing with it. So whatever. That actually reminds me of a story. I don't know if you guys gamed or were around back then or were interested in the gaming world, but I think it was around 2006 when the Wii and the PS3 were about to come out, and 360 was already out. It had a wireless controller with Rumble, and Sony announced that they would not be having Rumble in their 6-axis controller. They said that Rumble was last gen. That's what they said. They said Rumble was last generation, and that they don't think Rumble's that cool anymore. Basically, they said the 6-axis will be Rumble-less. And they said another reason why was, well, it has the motion controls, and we think motion controls are very important. So trust me, it's gonna be better this way. And long story short, so they did that. They released that, and the Wii came out around the same time, and the Wii had a much greater field of control, in my opinion, than the 6-axis, and it had Rumble built in. In fact, I remember I thought it was like giving a big FU to Sony, because on the old OS of the Wii, when you would hover over each of the screens, whenever you hovered the hand over each square or whatever, the controller would vibrate just a little bit. And I just thought that was hilarious. It was kind of like, I felt like Nintendo was like, fuck you, dude. Like, look, we could do it. Like, what are you talking about? Rumble, motion controls, you can't do Rumble. Fuck you. And that never became an issue. So yeah. It's pretty funny how motion controls died out fairly quickly. It really was like a fad. Like once the Wii died out, you know, Kinect died out. I mean, Kinect was included into Xbox One or whatever, but then it kind of just died, and that was the end of it. So I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. I guess we'll wait around and see. But oh, he's getting diarrhea. All right, that's good. Maybe Otacon comes. Awesome. See, there he goes, running for his diarrhea. But while he does that, guys, we're actually gonna stop here. We'll find out next video if I think we'll be fine now. This is really great. But if you guys like what you saw, click the subscribe button, join the CR Happen Army, building an army to help me take in all these games, and we'll be back later this week, I think on Friday, if the schedule's correct, with some more Metal Gear Solid action. And we'll be back next week, and we're gonna keep playing this until this game's done for sure. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Yeah.